Look at Google Vids. So first type in here vids.new, and then that will bring up a brand new vid. And from here you have a few options. You can click here to record. You can upload some presentation or photos, I guess, from your computer. You can choose a template. You can convert your slides, and I think you can do that here too. Or you can just start a new blank vid, and that's what I'm going to do now. So Vids looks a lot like Google Slides, and the top here has many of the same tools, and over here on the right are some other things. And I should have made this with my school account, but I didn't. My school account has a few more options here. One of them that I kind of like is I can put the script here, and it will read it in an AI voice. That I think is good if I don't need to read it, or if I don't have the time to read it, or whatever. I just think that that's a pretty cool feature. Another cool feature is that if you put your words here, and then you record yourself. Let's see if it works on my home account. So if I put, see right here in the middle, it has a rolling transcript. So if I were to record, all the words I type into that box will come up here. Maybe I'll find something to, okay. All right. You can also upload things to your vid. You can add stock photos. You can add music, text, shapes. And one thing Vids has is animations. So if I were to bring this here and then throw a title into it, let's do something a little bit more flashy. And something a little bit bigger. Let's bring it down a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Now, if I right-click on here, if I click on here, this is the animation button, and it gives me some options here to animate this. So you can shake it, you can do the stomp. I'm not real sure what a lot of these do. It looks a lot like iMovie. A lot of these are just basic animations that you can find in iMovie, but you know, they can add something to your video. And then you can loop it, which means you can just repeat it over and over. Let's see. Next, the text is pretty basic up here. These look like Google Docs, or maybe not Google Slides, but Google Docs for sure. But then you have these different options that you can choose from, which are interesting, but if they don't match your theme, that's going to look, they're going to look out of place. Lots of shapes you can add to your slides and your video, and then you can animate them. So, you know, you could do something like this. So what do we want to say? reduce it a little bit. What I do in this case is I usually duplicate it and then flip it. So that way they are exactly the same size. But, you know, this is one way to make, you know, your video stand out a little bit. Right now I'm just looking for ways to format this. Maybe a different. No, the font doesn't change it like in drawings. But then I can animate it. You know, I can. I'm not sure what would look cool here, but give it a try. And then, of course, I can click here and I can add another scene. And then, you know, I can even insert myself here. And I can, you know, split the screen with myself. I can just present to the screen, or I can just do audio. And I can, you know, make it more of a podcast than or I would actually make a video podcast. But, you know, if you just want to add audio, then it can be a podcast. And then what's the point in Google Vids? But you can do voiceovers with that option. After you're done, and then, oh yeah, you can also have transitions between the slides. I haven't used this option yet, but this gives you a little bit more control over what you're seeing on the slides. But when you're done, it's really cool that they added this feature, download an MP4. I really like that. And another option here that I didn't notice before was export to Drive. So you can put the video file directly on your Google Drive. I do wish that they had a publish directly to YouTube, but I think they're concerned about that. And then, you know, same sharing options. The export and the MP4 buttons are here too. I didn't notice that before. So yeah, give it a try and see what you can come up with.